Well, GM, G to the M. Great morning, my friends. DJs, Diamond Ham fam, Forge and Fuel crew, super soldiers, one percenters, pioneers, pivoters, pursuers, builders, brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas, mamas y papas, anyone I may have left out, and anyone in between. Welcome back. And welcome into the best way to start your day. It's time to get fired up at Forge and Fuel. Baby. Oh, baby. Woo! Pre-show vitamins snuck up on me there. Oh. I am your heavily vitamined, humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl One, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my guys, and dive down some motivational and inspirational rabbit holes unlike any other. Now, my friends, let me be the first to let you know we have one hell of a show on tap for you here on this fantastic Friday morning, December the 27th, 2024, episode 637, and I hope you're ready to wake up like never before.
Another
We
one.
got another one. More inspiration, more motivation, more good vibration, and more high quality conversation coming your way than you're going to know what to do with over the course of the next hour to hour and a half or so, baby. But before we get in to a little bit of grow mode, before we get a little bit of vibration going on from the tip of our heads to the bottom of our toes, I must humbly ask you to do a few things. If you haven't already, maybe you can find it in that big old heart of yours too. Smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you're currently adjusting the Forge of Fuel podcast on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell right down there as well, so you don't miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. And if you're liking this morning's program, maybe you could hit that like button here over on the old tube of the U variety. If you're enjoying the program on Rumble, make sure you hit a subscribe, turn on your notifications, hit a like button over there as well. Jump in the comments section on YouTube and on Rumble if you're watching the show live. And speaking of watching the show live in comment sections, maybe you're watching on X. Maybe that is your viewing platform of pleasure, your viewing platform of choice, if you will. And if that's the case, maybe you could hit a like. Maybe you could hit a repost. Hell, maybe even hit a quote post. Let the people know on the X timeline why you're tuned in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel this morning. And last but certainly not least, if you're listening to this show on your favorite podcast directory like Apple, Spotify, or maybe even Amazon Music, maybe you could think about hitting that subscribe or that follow, or even giving us a 5-star rating, as it only helps us continue to grow and flow on all those platforms as well. As for all of you beautiful human beings tapped in, tuned in, locked in, live in prime time, or maybe even watching the recording, and you've already smashed the shit out of all of those buttons, we can't thank you enough for doing so and helping that algo go and flow this morning. But maybe you haven't hit those buttons. Maybe you're tuning into the show and you're saying to yourself, why should I do that? What's the point of me smashing all those buttons? I don't get it. What's in it for me?
Don't be rude.
Well, first of all, it allows you not to be a rude individual. Don't be rude, as 45 and 47 just told you. But maybe this show makes you laugh. Maybe this show makes you cry. Maybe this show makes you think. Hell, maybe even it gives you perspective that makes you go, oh, I ain't never thought of it that way before. And if so, well, don't be a hoe. Share the show. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Let somebody know. And we will proceed with this morning's program. My friends, I've said us. I've said we, I've said boys, I've said fellas a few times, yet I'm the only one that you see on your screen. However, you've heard some sounds coming out real nice and clean. That must mean that the lightweight slanging, iron pumping, bowling ball bench pressing, nutritional nut, fitness fanatic, producer of this fine morning program, Mr. Producer, you make the best shows. DEEZY, my guy Derek DZ Snow in the building. Shout out to Oh yeah! Woo! Shout out to you. Woo! Appreciate you being here, as always. Show wouldn't be the same without you. And speaking of show wouldn't be the same without you, we got another man joining us now. He is a downright dog, still joining us from parts unknown. Or maybe if you're a fan of the show, you know he's up in the mountains of Colorado. My friends, here he is, joining us now. The founder of the Grandpa Ape Country Club. The lead pro on the GACC greens, if you will. A professional DJ with a wide-ranging musical catalog, more songs in that son of a gun than you'll know what to do with if he ever starts spinning them in a location that you're at, making you move and gyrate your body in ways that you did not know possible, making him a human iPod, a purveyor of positive vibes, a curator of high-level energies, a certified PLP pusher, the jet plane flying, McLaren driving, Rolex rocking, Jesus peace dang, the president of St. Louis, Missouri for only a few short more weeks, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and the only, with an emphasis on the one, Sweet James Jones himself. Joining us now, he is DJ Swirl One.
What?
One and Swirl One.
What's up, everybody? Good morning.
Great morning. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Feeling pretty well.
That's
Feeling
good,
swell.
man.
Pretty
Good to see
doggone good.
Yeah.
Welcome
How's
to the show.
how's your ear? You still hearing out of one ear?
Yeah, bro, it's kind of fucked right now. It's kind of weird to listen to myself speak because these are my monitoring headphones, and right now I can only hear myself. Can't hear myself talk if I do this. Can hear myself if I talk if I do this. Can hear you talk if I do this. Can hear you talk if I do this. So we're just kind of trying to figure out what's going on right now. One headphone kind out, not kind out. It's kind of a mess over here right now, but I'm making it through. So
That's okay. Hey, we're gonna kick this thing off already. It's Friday. TGIF. Thank Grandpa. It's Friday. I'm fired up and ready to go. Of course, I've already put down 2 of these bad boys, and if you know why. I had to do that. Oh, I got a little of this too to keep me going. Oh yeah, and then of course,
whoa,
look at this.
It's like that, huh?
Hey, right here. Oh, buddy, we're definitely.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Oh, that good cup of Joe right there. That is amazing.
Oh, the black nectar of the gods.
Just yeah.
Oh,
very good. He's got a craft. So I don't even, sorry, this way. He's got a craft. So I don't got to hear about that. He's gonna have hot coffee the entire time this is happening. Anyway, shout out to everybody out there. Make sure you're drinking your water, sharing this here badass show to people out there. Maybe you send a text message, a DM, or something of that nature. This guy.
Sorry, I just had to be fancy.
Okay. And since this is the last weekend, it is the last weekend of the year, and it's the last time we're going to be here for this weekend, man, really good time for you to go out and share that show, because then you could start somebody off on maybe a new foot for the next year. Maybe they start thinking, hey, this is a good habit I might pick up this morning show. I'm about that. These guys are crazy. They say, I saw that clip yesterday. Ooh, pretty good stuff right there, baby. So, hey, all I'm saying is keep your eyes and ears open, because Forge and Fuel is coming your way, baby. It's on a Friday. Let's kick it off, man. Let's see what's up.
How you doing? Sounds good to me. I'm ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I had some pre-show issues. The old laptop was acting up. Doggone headphones are messing up now. I've tried jiggling them around, moving them here, moving them there. Nothing is happening. So also post-show, me and Swirl One, or me and DZ, sorry, I'm looking at Swirl One. Me and DZ, talking to Swirl One, we listened to this new drop by Grammatic. This is the time of the year when he does his flips, like that one I play along, the Kendrick Lamar. He dropped a new one, and it's banging. And we played it post-show on here, and it was in the headphones, and it wasn't until after we played that one of the headphones went out, so maybe it was just too good of a song, and it went and just blew my shit to pieces.
Destroyed it. I get it. Hey, some of this stuff just can't handle the quality you listen to, bro. I get it.
Could be. Who's to know? So I'm feeling like I'm going to have to order me a nice new pair of headphones from the old Amazon after the show.
Yeah, I don't use the headphones. Even at the home studio, I don't use the headphones. So
I've always been a headphones guy. Because sometimes you don't know, hey, well, I guess I would know when you guys start doing this. I can't hear you. What the fuck? But sometimes I I guess because I can still hear myself and I'm only muted over here. So that doesn't really make sense either. I don't know. I just kind of like it. Who's to say, who's to know? Who's to say, who's to know? But we ain't talking about fucking headphones and your preferences.
He's having Friday morning problems. I'm just trying to sympathize with him.
Your ears. I don't know. I kind of like Bluetooth too. I don't like the whole wired in shit. Maybe I can do that. Maybe I can Bluetooth to my laptop and still hear what's going on. That might be a hell of that. I might be able to do that, DJ Swirl One. Who's to know? Who's to know? That's a future Colt problem, because we're okay for this morning. I can hear just fine. And Swirl One.
What's up?
I mentioned a few weeks back that we created this show with a certain target audience in mind, right?
Yeah. I think we're doing good at that.
Fantastic. As a matter of fact, updated the numbers, 21 to 45. We're just absolutely knocking the ball out of the park. It is beautiful, right? We still have our ladies. We love you, ladies. But the majority of our viewers are the fellas somewhere in between mine and Swirl's age. Maybe a little younger than me, maybe a little older than Swirl. Somewhere right in between. So, we like to give a little something for the fellas. Sometimes we talk about relationship advice. Sometimes we talk about the whole thing with the men and the women and what's going on and the yada, the who did it, what is. And we're not the only ones. right? There's many people out there, whether it's on podcast or TikTok or Instagram or X, have their own perspectives. And we've watched clips on this show of people with perspectives. But my friends, I've never heard perspective quite as good as this. I was scrolling through the old reels over the weekend and I come across this and I said, oh, that's one for a Friday show. So, Swirl One, you know how nowadays all these ladies are asking for princess treatment, right? They deserve to be treated like Princess Diana or Princess.
Yes, they don't come from royalty.
Oh, yes, right. So here joining us this morning is a nice young man out working in what appears to be the oil fields, crushing the game, killing his day, and here taking a break from laboring away to give us some perspective on the princess treatment. Baby.
Girls always be saying, I deserve princess treatment. But I ain't never seen no fucking princess in no history book that said, drank a bottle of Don Julio, threw ass at random people at the club. No, you're like a pirate. You get drunk, you talk shit, you travel the world, end up on beaches and random dudes' boats. You're like a goddamn pirate, okay? So take it easy. Take it easy, Captain Loose Legs.
The videos are fucking up. I'm going to reload that one.
I love that, dude. Hey, I never thought of it like that, but a pirate is exactly what they are. They are out there giving booty and taking booty.
Bruh.
Take it easy, Captain Loose Legs. Take it easy. Take it easy, Captain Loose Legs. Oh, let me try this one more time. This might be a day where I have to reset my connection. Who's say, who's no? It will just add to the list of the fun things I've had to do so far on the show. All right, come on. Princess treatment. Don't be a piece of shit.
In real time right now.
Girls always be saying, I deserve princess treatment. But I ain't never seen no fucking princess in no history book that said, drank a bottle of Don Julio, threw ass at random people at the club. No, you're like a pirate. You get drunk, you talk shit, you travel the world, end up on beaches and random dudes' boats. You're like a goddamn pirate, okay? So take it easy. Take it easy, Captain Loose Legs.
Take it easy, Captain Loose Legs. Oh, bro. I'll hang out in Miami. You'll see a lot of that. I promise you. It's anywhere, really, if it's got beaches. I've seen a few of them that have ended up that way.
Surprise, motherfucker.
But I ain't never seen no princess in history said drink a bottle of Don Julio and throw ass at random dudes in the club. No, you're like a pirate. You talk shit, you steal people's things, and you end up on random beaches on random dudes' boats. So take it easy. Take it easy, Captain Loose Legs. That's fucking just...
Starts to come and he pulls out.
I love that. I got to tell you, the guy's got some great perspective. Somebody pissed him off. Who hurt him is what I got to find out.
Who's to say, who's to know, man? Somebody did, but that's not for us to decide on this show. Us here is just to take in his perspective of the princess treatment. So, cheers to that young man. Who's to say?
Cheers to that guy for sure.
Cheers to that fella. Oh, well, friends, we have a video to watch right here off the bat. So I'm really fingers crossed hoping that we don't have glitchy issues because it just started happening again at the end of the thing. So we're going to slide, dive into the first segment of the day. Hopefully we don't have video issues, baby. If we do, I'm going to disappear for a moment. Swirl One's going to keep you entertained with a little bit of banter and smiles. Maybe DZ with a couple of sounds. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, even if that has to happen, and then we'll proceed with the show. But speaking of proceeding with the show, we've given you a little morning laugh. We got the opening banter done. We've given you all the stuff you need to be locked in, tapped in, tuned in, live in prime time to Forge and Fuel. So it must mean that it's time to get into the first segment of the day, where we do a little sharpening. We do a little filing. We get that brain nice and sharp, ready to slice through those obstacles and turn them into opportunities, right through those losses and turn them into lessons, right through those trials and tribulations and turn them into triumphs. That sounds like something you could use. Get ready for a high-level combo on your first segment of the day. It's time for your Sharpening Session. Alrighty then, my friends. Here we are back live in prime time for your first segment of the day, your Sharpening Session on the 637th episode of Forge and Fuel. December the 27th, 2024. Hope you're ready to wake up like never before because we got a damn good start to this show here today. You know, if you didn't read the title of the show, I'll be the first to get you all the way up to date before we conversate on this topic. And this morning, we're kicking it off with a little conversation on, does anybody else feel this way? Does anybody else feel this way? You know, I came across a video on X, and these, you don't have to take me away or anything, because I like this to just kind of be a little open floor, open convo discussion, a little something different than we usually do here on the Sharpening Session. I come across this video, and I'm having trouble making heads or tails of it. I kind of agree. I don't know if I agree. I do agree. Am I viewing it? What way am I viewing it in? Do we have the same perspective? Do me and Swirl have the same perspective? I don't know exactly. I kind of feel this way. I don't know if I feel this way. Some people agree. So I was thinking, you know, maybe some people that watch the show probably agree too, because it's like some high level thoughts. I thought, you know, what the hell? What the hell? I went back and forth on it. And, you know, I went back and forth on yesterday's show, the whole you can't show emotions for probably 15 minutes. And then look how that damn thing turned out. So I did the same thing on this. And I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm bringing it to the show. We're watching the video to open it up. And then let's have a conversation. See what happens. So this video here, my friends, is about 2 minutes long. And it comes from a man on TikTok. His name is Justin. And basically, we'll just watch the video. There's no synopsis, anything, summary. I can sum it up for you. And he is just basically asking, does anyone else feel this way? Is it just me? What the hell's going on? Please, somebody give me some answers. And it's some high-level thoughts, and I thought it was pretty interesting and probably a good idea to bring it to this show. So without further ado, here's Justin with anyone else feeling this way.
So I got to know if anybody else is feeling the same way I'm feeling right now. Almost like there is something going on in the collective, something telling me to rest more, to let go more, because life and world as I've known it for the past 33 years is going to look a lot different really soon. And I don't know how to quite put a finger on it. It's almost just like this innate, intuitive feeling that I'm getting. That like what I've done up to this point isn't going to work for the next chapter in the next season of my life and of humans' lives. There's these realizations of not having to force things like I used to, and to be more in nature and to just have more fun. Like that's what my soul wants to do. It just wants to have more fun. It's like, hey, Justin, stop trying to go out and accomplish everything in the world and become and do and this and work 10, 12 hours a day. It's like, no, dude, it's time to give yourself more nourishment right now. So I'm curious, like, does anybody else feel this? Does anybody else feel like there is something that's big that's about to happen in the world, and we're just getting, as a collective consciousness, as just all humans on earth, this message to rest more, to let go more, to stop forcing and just start being and having fun, whatever that looks like. So I don't know, something's up, because I haven't felt this strong of a pull towards this ever. So let me know, you feeling the same way?
side A, heads of the coin, is this man just going through a young midlife crisis and, he's just saying, yeah, you know what? It's time for me to stop worrying and white knuckling so much through life. And I don't know what I'm doing and left, right, and center. Or Tails, is there some legitimacy to this? I'm kind of feeling more and more that I watch this video. There's some legitimacy to this. And I don't know about you, Swirl One, but I can't really put my finger on it either. I got some thoughts, some things that he said in there. One of the big ones that I double starred is you become more by doing less, right? And sometimes we think that we need to add more hours to the day. We need to put more on our plate. We need to be here, do there, be in this group, this circumstance, this opportunity, this networking event. And we stretch ourselves so fucking thin that if one little thing goes wrong, then boom, our head about pops off our body. And, we've talked about it before, and he kind of said it in there. Stop doing so much and maybe just start being. We're not human doings. We're humming beings, right? And maybe you become more by doing less and being more. Maybe you put your toes in the ground a little bit more. Maybe that's what we're talking about all the time. And I do kind of have that feeling that right now is just a time to rest and reset and not, still grow 1% better every single day, put the right foot in front of the other, take that next step, build the business, mind your business, etc., all that good stuff. But right now, it just feels like now is the time to get in touch with you. Now's the time to really find who you are and get deep down into the soul and fix all those things that make you fly off the handle. Work on all those things. Learn to control your emotions so you can conquer the world. The clip we put out yesterday from the Diamond Hand Media Group page. I just have this feeling that things are going to look real different, whether it's because of AI or crypto or some economical change, or whether it's because of some world change and war and things that we understand and we know now, or that we're not going to understand in the same way 10 years from now. And I don't think people are prepared for that because they haven't been investing the way we've been investing, Swirl. They haven't been surrounding themselves with the people that we've been surrounding ourselves with. And more importantly, they haven't been looking internally. They haven't been getting the inside right and allowing the outside to follow along. And I think the core of Jason's message right there is Justin, shit, shout out, appreciate you, is the inside right and allowing the outside to follow along. Is just focusing on you right now, because there's going to be battles, whether it's spiritual or real or on our homeland, or I don't even know, that you're going to need to have your wits about you. You're going to need to be a super soldier. You're going to need to push your toes into the ground and be able to stand tall, no matter how big the flaming arrows or the catapults of shit that are coming at you, and be able to withstand them. I don't know. I definitely feel like there's some big change coming on the horizon. And right now is just a time to really focus on you and really get you right, the inside of you, so the outside can hopefully follow along a little bit.
I can appreciate that. And I'll say it might look a little different. And there's a lot of things that are changing. And he's right about the collective of the world, I'll say, starting to look a little bit more introspective and starting to be just a little bit more open to thoughts and feelings and things that are really going on. And I think if you look around, there's a lot of psyops been run on this entire world. And there's a lot of different people that have maybe gotten behind, not where they want to be. And, I started writing things down. He talked about life's going to look different next year, or the years after that. It's always going to look different. It's never, ever going to be the same. And I would look and say, if it is the same, you're doing the wrong things for sure. But I'll say this too. He talks about having fun, and I agree. You got to have a lot of fun. And I think there's a lot of people realizing life is too short these days. So they start to have more fun with their time. But at the same time, if they don't take care of their P's and Q's, mind the P's and Q's, right? If they don't take care of the things that they need to take, that fun isn't going to last long. It's going to be one weekend. It's going to be a very short-lived deal. And, what he talked about, I kind of sum up in the book that I've read before, and I've talked to you guys about, is what got you here won't get you there. And what do you say? Oh, yeah, I realize what I got here is not going to get me. No, I think that's wrong. I think there is what you have in your experiences that's going to help you to get better in life and get further in life. But he's right. That same effort you've been putting in, that same thing that you've been doing, it's not going to get you to that next level. It got you to where you're at now. But when you're trying to get up to that next rung or that mountain, you might need different climbing gear. You might need different shoes, and those kind of things might make your year look a little bit different. I would say it's time for locking in, and whatever that is, that's what that means. Some people, and I'm the same way, I actually look at it, I've got to do more all the time. I've got to look at things and realize that if I'm trying to create a project that's going to win for me, I've got to put a lot of energy in that. And I've got to think about it in so many different ways that I never have before. So the same thought processes aren't going to make the same wins that used to happen, because as you said, the world's going to be different because of Bitcoin and the way it's working, the way that real estate's going. I mean, you're going to see a lot of things with that. A lot of people think, oh, real estate's the way to go. It might be. And if you bought right, that's great. But there's a lot of people, and I listened to somebody last night about it, and I didn't engage in the conversation, but I did listen to it. And they were talking about, well, hey, I bought this house. It's worth all kinds of money, but I'm locked into a 3% rate. So it would do me no good to go sell it, because I'm going to come back around and give me a 7 or 8% rate or whatever the rates are now. And that doesn't make sense. So that whole time they kept saying, hey, buy a house and get yourself an asset. They're starting to realize that I'm kind of tied to where I'm at and what I'm doing with those things. So, whatever it is you're working on, whether it's real estate or it's your job or it's a new craft or it's a skill, you got to do more, I think, to get to that. He brought up AI too. And that's where I think that this is why I said, what gets you here won't get you there. I think there's a lot of people that's not ready for AI. And I keep thinking about this. And it goes back to that day I dealt with that lady that was at the kiosk, and she kept trying to get me to use the kiosk. And I kept trying to use her for her job. Hey, you're here. I'd rather interact with you than this robot. And she was not into it at all. She would rather direct me to this robot. And I literally looked at her. I said, let me tell you something. That robot's going to get your job, and it's going to take it. As a matter of fact, the more you push people to that robot, the less we need you. So let me ask you, what are you going to do when this isn't around? Do you have another skill? Do you have something else you can do? Because this job that you're pushing towards a robot, it's not going to be here in a year and a half or 2 years if you keep treating it this way. So what then? And that's what I wrote down. If something big happens, how's it going to affect you? How will you survive? He acts like, oh, something big's going to happen. I'm going to be on the top of it. Is that possible? Is that real? Do you know that? Because if something big happens, that's the thing. People buy fear. Do you have the collateral to be able to buy the fear when it starts to drop? Do you have the expertise to be able to capitalize on whatever comes next? Are you already using Grok or Chat GPT or whatever to its full potential? And if you're not, then I'd have to say, yeah, you're going to have a little bit of a hard time going forward, because there's a lot of people that are okay with letting the robots do their work right now. And those robots are going to put you out of house and home because you can't earn a living because you have no skills. You never changed anything. You never tried something new. I think that's what it means to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I see parts of it and I do want to have fun. Don't get me wrong. I have a blast in my life, but I make sure, like we talked about yesterday, that those adventures are spaced out in a way that keeps me looking forward and keeps me grinding and excited about what I've got going on, instead of thinking, oh man, what was me? It's another day. Can't catch a break. Those kind of things, just you can't let those thoughts overcome you. You've got to have something to look forward to. And I'll tell you this, even people who haven't made and are billionaires, they still work. And the reason being is that the idle mind, that idle hands, that's the devil's playground. You've got to have something you're building. And trust when I tell you, when this new stuff comes, if you aren't already building it or already know what's going on, it's going to pass you by.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. No disagreements over on this side. And that's kind of, I think, what he's trying to say here. And, I like what you're talking about with the adventures and having fun and knowing what to do and getting the job done and grinding and hustling. But, not a lot of people are in our mindset, right? A lot of people think the hustle and the grind and, hey, we're matching today, Doc. Huh?
Let's go, dude. Come on. Look at this.
Didn't even play. So, a lot of people, I gotta work 15 hours instead of 8. Oh, I gotta start working more and more and more and more and put more in my. That's not what it's about. And we're going to watch a clip a little later about the frequency of money. Smarter, not harder. Really good stuff from Bob Proctor. But what if, Swirl One, and I think this is what it is, man, and I think maybe you don't even realize this. What if your 4 or 5 things are just things you fucking enjoy doing, and they're things that you know make you better, things that you know improve your life, but they're things that bring you fulfillment. So then you're just having fun while you're grinding. Why? I love podcasting. I love networking. I love building businesses. I love helping other people build their businesses. I love putting people in the right place at the right time and watching them lead to spectacular things. I like making other content that makes people laugh. I like playing video games, and now I can stream them and put them on YouTube, and people like watching that. I enjoy that shit. It's a grind. It's a fuckload of work. But what's the old quote? It's not work when you do something you would do for free. And I've done it for free for a long fucking time, and I love every minute of it. It's not work to me. I'm having fun at the same time, and I think that's what people are coming to a realization of, is they've been building everybody else's dreams like we've been talking about. Their brain's not even controlling them anymore, like the clip I put out of you yesterday, Swirl. Somebody else's hopes and dreams are controlling their mind. Not even them, not even their muscle, for crying out loud. I think it's time, and really, people are realizing it faster and faster that, wow, this 9 to 5 is bringing me nothing. Wow, I'm doing no investments. Wow, this Netflix account isn't doing shit for me. Wow, playing Xbox all fucking day long isn't doing anything. I need to have fun. Wow, I need to get out in nature. I need to experience life. I need to go travel. I need to find play. I've just been sitting in this 5-foot radius. I graduated high school, went to college 5 miles away from my town, came back, and now I'm living with my parents. What the fuck am I doing? I think guys like that are coming to that realization, and I think that's what it is. And, you know, they, for a long time, chased a paycheck over fulfillment. And I decided to make myself intentionally uncomfortable while everybody else was having fun, partying and chasing the paychecks and having a great time during their 20s. I sacrificed mine. And I am so happy with that decision, because I look at my 30s now, and they look like they're about to be the best years I've ever known. I can't even put it into words. I know the best is yet to come. And it's because I have fun doing what I do each and every day. Those 4 to 5 things. And you said it there too. Each new level of our lives requires a brand new version of ourselves. That's all that's happening right now. And when he's saying the things that are used to work for me in my life aren't going to, well, yeah, no shit, Bobby. I mean, yeah, shit doesn't continue to work, you know, and Jared Albright said it out there in the chat. There are so many Justins out there that need F and F in the morning, lost souls that just need this raw, unfiltered motivation and care. It's facts, man. People are just lost. I don't know how to put it into words, and I'm not making fun of you, Justin, if you see this, but this is just blanks. I don't know how to put it into words, and I'm lost, and I should have fun, and like the collective's waking up, and I don't know, and like what I do now is not going to work in the future. Yeah, no fucking shit. People are coming to a realization of, oh, fuck, I'm not getting 1% better every day. I'm still the same old Justin I was at 23. Now I'm at 33 saying, what do I know? What are my skills? Oh, I can pick up a phone and help somebody with customer service.
Hey, way to go, Skippy.
Way to go, Sporty Spice. You're out there crushing it, you know? And it's the same way with these chicks and OnlyFans. When this shit is done, bro, when OnlyFans becomes no more, when these fucking guys finally wake up and stop buying these text messages with these girls that they're messaging fucking dudes that look like Swirl One that aren't even messaging
my buddy does
the real fucking girl. You're literally messaging Swirl One, for crying out loud. You're not even messaging the fucking chick you're buying the messages from. And when that shit's done, then what do those girls know how to do? They can't even cook a fucking pancake. They can't even boil a single fucking egg. They can't even fucking vacuum a 8x8-inch piece of carpet. And you're fucking telling me, oh, I got all these skills. You do. I made all this money. Okay. We'll see. We'll see who's really on top in the next 10 years. We'll see. It's all this OnlyFans, all this content creator, all this hot now, gone tomorrow bullshit, or if it's real deal shit like this. We'll see. Who's to say who's the one?
I think Justin, and I love what Jared's saying about this guy, because I would say this: there's a lot of people out there that are how do I say, they don't have any skill, they don't have any direction. So what they're looking at is, hey, I'm not getting anywhere with this. So I think I just need to have fun. Fuck my life. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to get that far. You know what I mean? I might as well just go do whatever. Go be a pirate and end up on somebody's random boat. You know what I mean? That's really where they're at right now. And I think that's what people are. So if they don't have anything to look forward to, they're like, well, I just want to have fun, because you know what? They've been grinding for 10 years. They don't see themselves getting anywhere. They don't have any money in the bank. They don't have anything that they can go and do. So all of a sudden now they're sitting there going, well, I've been wasting my last 10 years. Am I going to do that for the next 10 years? Yes, you absolutely are. Until you change that mindset, until you decide that, hey, it's easier to get a carafe and just make your own coffee than it is to go spend $8 to go get a Starbucks over there. And that's where people are going wrong right now. And I think the thing with Justin is he's exactly right there in that spot right now. He doesn't know what his future looks like. He doesn't have a plan for it. I promise you, he doesn't even look at the 4 and 5 things. And Justin, if you're paying attention to this, hey, prove me wrong. Because I'll tell you, I have a feeling you don't even have 4 or 5 things you look at every day. It's like, these are my non-negotiables. This is what has to happen. But going back to what Capp said about those 4 or 5 things, hey, one of those 4 or 5 things, I promise you, is going to be something you don't like to do. I'm sorry. I hate to say that. They can't all be fun and friendly and happy and all that, because if that's the case, you're not going to be challenged. You're not going to be growing in any way, shape, or form. One of those things has to challenge you, and whether that's creating an income for yourself or creating a longevity of income and wealth for yourself by adding the $8 we keep talking about every day. I just keep saying it every day. But I promise you this, dividend day is tomorrow.
Hey,
paid off of $8. So you guys could do the same thing. And I don't think there's any excuse for that. So I think the same thing with this guy. The reason why he is saying, I'm going to go have so much fun, is because he doesn't have an excuse for what he's done for his life for the last 10 years. And that's a problem. Here's the change, though. 2025 can be that revelation year for you, the year that you kill the dead person that you were trying to be, and you become a thriving, growing, vibrant human being, where you actually can make sense of your life, where you're putting the right things in the right places so they become vehicles to use later in time. And I think, like I said earlier, if something big is going to happen, what are you going to do to make sure that you are not affected negatively by that? Because I promise you, it's not going to be some golden age and they're going to find this asteroid with gold and they're going to give it to everybody out there. And all of a sudden, all your worries are taken care of and nobody's got to worry about money anymore. No, that's not going to happen. The actual opposite is more likely than that. We're going to have a housing crash in there. Interest rates are going to start really showing their ugly head, and people are going to have a hard time affording homes. As a matter of fact, I was talking about it last night with people. People are already having a hard time affording homes. As you start looking at the things that are happening in 2025, my whole life is changing in 2025, and I couldn't be more excited. But I know this, if I wasn't taking care of the 4 or 5 things for the last 36 months to 5 years, I wouldn't be so excited about the change that's coming because I would not be prepared for it. I wouldn't know how to handle that. As a matter of fact, Capp's sending me homes last night, and I'm looking, and I'm like, man, these are all kind of pretty nice, this, that, the other thing. And I told him about my budget. This is what Capp went right through the budget. I looked at it twice, and I said, so why should I be worried about that? Mind of abundance, life of abundance. This is going to be great for me, and it is going to change everything I think and how I do. But all the things that I've built and I've done up until this point is going to help me get through this change. It won't get me to the next level, but it'll help me get through it. And along the way, I'm going to learn things. I'm going to pick up new tools. I'm about to be closer to these dudes over here. So I'm just saying right now, there's a lot I'm looking forward to, and I know life's going to look different. I know life is going to be changing, and I understand that if I don't match my energy for the life change, then my life will end up changing, but my life won't end up changing.
No. Woo! Say it again for the people in the back. Hold
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just saying, your life's going to change, but you might not be the one making that change.
Wow. Are you ready for that change? You know, it's funny that you talk about the house, right? I was kind of thinking about it as you were talking. And, you know, if I wouldn't have prepared myself up here, if I wouldn't know this area, if I wouldn't know the good places to be and the fun shit. And like I told you last night, I said, bro, I live here for a reason. Like I moved to this area for a reason because it's fucking fun. And there's some great scenery, if you know what I mean. And there's some fun supercars. It's a great fucking spot, my guy. So, hey, you know, that's my job as one of your friends, man, as somebody in your corner. Hey, if I got an opportunity, if I know something about where you're going to be, yo, let me circle something up on Zillow. Let me throw 5, 10, 15 houses at you. Check this fucking shit out. And then all of a sudden we find one that literally checks every fucking box we've been talking about. And we've been looking 50 miles away from this place. Holy shit. Where'd that come from? Hey, you know, we get on the same page. We start doing the right things. And then things just start opening up, man. And it's, you know, I had a conversation too yesterday I didn't even get to tell you about because we were too damn hyped up about the homes and everything. Who's to say, who's to know? Promoters? Question mark? I don't know. So we're going to have a good conversation about that post show as well, Swirl One. Don't you let me forget to tell you about that. And, you know, in that same exact vein, I'm scared as shit. Swirl One, you talked about it, man. You got to have something that challenges you, that challenges the fuck out of you. And right now I'm being challenged. I'm in a very deep, dark hallway. I will tell you that right now. I am scared as shit. But I also know that I'm not supposed to be afraid. I don't want to keep walking. I want to fucking give up. But I know this is my calling. I want to pack it in. I didn't want to get out of bed. I wanted to keep the covers over my head this morning and say, nope, I'm done. No, I don't want to do it. Fuck, please, no. But I yanked him off of my head, threw my legs over the edge of the bed, and I pushed my toes in the ground. Opened my eyes and said, thanks for opening my 2 gifts this morning, God. Thanks for filling my lungs with the breath of life. Show me what I need to do. And all I heard was, can you see your next step? And I just looked down and I said, yep, I sure can. So I just put one foot in front of the other and I went and took a shower. And then I worried about getting my beard nice and straight. And then I worried about getting my hair flipped over. Then I worried about what I was going to wear for the day, and just one thing at a time. And I guess that's part of the whole chill out, the whole have a little fun, one moment at a time. The path is clear. The path is smooth. Why do you keep throwing stones before you? I think that's what this is talking about. What really at the core Justin is trying to find is, damn, I keep throwing all these stones in my path and I don't know which direction I'm going. And this, fuck, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just getting off the path and I'm going to go sit in a lawn chair and sit in the grass and stare up at the sky. Oh, fuck, that path was crazy. That's what most people do. They pack it in. They say, fuck it. They move back in with their parents for not good reasons, to not restack on themselves, to not start compounding more money, to not start investing right. You know, that's why I'm so proud of DZ, right? DZ could have fucking gave up. DZ moved back from Texas back home, and he could have said, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. I'm back with my parents. Fuck it. I'm getting a 9 to 5. All right, this is it. That's a wrap. Instead, he decided to start doing some shit. Decided to start working for himself, start investing the right way, start making some moves. Yeah, maybe he made a mistake here or two. So did I. Invested with the wrong people. Fucking got involved with the wrong ones. We move on. Because now I truly believe we found the right people. We have the true crew around. And all we got to do is keep pushing forward, man. I say it fucking almost every day. We just got to keep pushing forward. That's it. I'm telling you what. I have never been more confident and fearful all at the same time in my life. And I'm just trying to tap into the confidence as much as I can. Believe in this. Believe in the words that I speak. Saying, do not be afraid over and over and over again. I'm just telling you guys the things that I'm doing right now that are helping me survive. You're watching this business grow right before your very eyes. This is everything I have. This is everything I do. My chips are pushed in the center of the table. I said all in. I stood up and I said, let's fucking go. I'm ready to ride. Maybe a little nervous, but I'm still fucking juiced up inside.
Yeah, I get it, bro. It could be scary. That next step is not always easy either. And I tell you, I had the I don't want us this morning. Part of that was, I don't know, alcohol induced from last night, but yeah, it's okay. I still made it. Hey, we're still here. I'm just going to say, With that being said, I still made it. I mean, this is the thing. I don't make excuses for my life. I don't. I get up every day, regardless. If I put myself through it last night, I'm waking up to do it today. That's the one thing I have to keep trying every single day is you can't let yourself down. You can't sit there and say, oh, I did this last night, so I can't do this today. No. And you talked about next year and how excited you are and how excited I am really. And I'm going from a team sport in which all I've known for the past 13, 14 years has been a team sport. It's what I can do through other people. It's what I can do through, inspiring and moving other people in the right places and teaching them and guiding them. And now that's all gone. I'm a sole proprietor now, sole contributor, doing it by myself. Nobody else will dictate my success other than this person sitting in this chair right here. I don't have a team to call on or do any of that. So when I tell you I'm just as nervous and excited and not sure as my next step, I'm not sure of my next step. But you know what I know? That if I got off the path right now, I'd be okay to sell off anywhere I want to because I've already taken care of all those things. So I don't have to worry about, hey, what's going to happen to this point and that point, right? And that's what I've been trying to tell everybody. The more you start taking care of this stuff every single day, when the time comes for you to sit there and think, hey, you know what? I think it's time for me to go have some fun. You'll have all the resources, the time, the idea, the know-how, and where you want to go to have that fun. And it's going to take some time and some experience and some hard work and some challenge to get all of those ducks in a row. So that way, when that time comes, buddy, you can kick on any pirate boat you want and you can go anywhere you want in this beautiful world. Because you know what? The world is your oyster and you can provide a huge, huge win for yourself in 2025 with all the great things that this world is providing if you capitalize on it. First one, though, tuning into this show and changing your mindset.
Another one.
Capp's on mute. He was trying.
Go. And I would say number 2, hey, man, I'll get around there one time. I actually just relax.
That's the worst thing you do all day. You're doing great, bro. Come on. You're killing it.
We'll get there eventually. No problems. I would say number 2 would be becoming an LLM specialist. A large language model, kids. That's just AI. That's all that fucking is. Become a specialist with prompting these fucking things. Whatever your area, avenue, or aspect of life is, just go fucking do it. And I'm going to let you guys in on a fucking secret right now. And because I know 99% of people, even though you're all 1%ers, 99% of people aren't going to fucking go and apply this shit. It's just because it's hard. It takes work. It's a fucking challenge. It really is. But I have literally been driving up and down my street, whether I go to the gym, whether I go past a coffee shop, whether I go past a restaurant, whatever the hell it is. And I take a notebook and I write down, or in my phone, I write in my notes, how the hell could I make this an AI business? How could this be totally run by AI? Because what's one of the fucking hardest problems of being a business owner? Employees. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, my kid's fucking dog ate his homework and I got to redo it. Oh, I got to take 7 days of PTO. Love you, people, but sometimes just a pain in the fucking ass. And employees will never care about your baby as much as you care about your baby. It's just never going to fucking happen. As much as they love it, it just won't happen. So why could we not just take that whole part out of it? A big majority of where income and revenue goes to. Why wouldn't we just take that out? And how could we? Who's to know? I'm telling you, if you want to lose, fight the future. Don't learn how to prompt these things. Don't learn how to make images. Don't learn how these things work and what they could do. I mean, any little area or aspect or avenue of life, whatever you're doing, you just learn how to prompt these things. It will start to open up so many different things to you. I mean, ChatGPT is literally how I came up with this show. Like, I mean, whatever.
Oh, you're not the only one. There's people that you guys have seen me hang out with that are their persona, if you will, came from ChatGPT and how do I say, prompting things in a way that they could only think of, and then all of a sudden these things popped out. I mean, my boy Frankie was telling me about all the things that he prompted in order to create some of the things that you guys have seen this guy do. It's amazing. So who am I to not embrace that? And I've been embracing ChatGPT for a long time. I taught teams about it. I've used it in grandpas. I use it for literally damn near every announcement I ever put in Grandpa's goes through ChatGPT before it comes from me. So that was the other part of it. Is if you're going to use the stuff, start using it just daily. As a matter of fact, I was in the backseat of a car just the other day driving around with my buddy, and I was thinking about something I was doing. I'm not going to say it because I'm not giving out all my information about what I do. I had a project I was working on, and I was like, you know what? Let me prompt this real quick and see what I can get out of this. And I prompted it, and I was like, that was pretty slick right there. I like what you did. And then I took that idea and I just started whittling it down with that. I used Grok, but at the same time, I was getting great information. It was sparking the creativity and it was keeping the ball bouncing down the road. So I didn't stop on one of those things where people turn around and go, man, I've got writer's block, or hey, I've got creativity block, or whatever. Buddy, that's what gets you past that hump. Or I don't know what to do next. Hey, I've done all these things with my business. What do you think comes next? And then boom, all of a sudden, there it is. Okay, let me get after that. But too many people are scared, like I said yesterday, of the accountability of having more things to do because more things are happening. So they usually stop before the work gets too hard. And then you end up with Justin's.
Yeah! I'm glad this is what I brought to the show today. Very excited, very happy about this perspective. Shout out to you, Swirl One. I thought final thought on AI here. It's literally this easy. And this is one of my new favorite features about ChatGPT. And you can even do this with a free account. Hold on one second. Let me hit the old. Here we go. There we go. Hold on. I don't want Santa. Okay, we'll do Breeze. Here we go. I need Breeze. All right, you all ready?
Ready.
Hey, Breeze, can you give me a motivational message that everybody needs to hear? Hey, Breeze, can you give me a motivational message that everybody needs to hear?
Of course. Here's one. Every great achievement starts with a single step. No matter where you are right now, keep moving forward. Doubt may whisper, but your potential shouts louder. You've got this. How does that feel?
Well, it feels pretty good, but are you listening to my conversation right now, Breeze?
I'm always here and tuned in to what you share with me. I try to keep our chats flowing naturally while remembering the context of our previous conversations when it's helpful.
Oh,
Did something spark that question?
Well, yeah, because we're live on a show right now, and it seems like you're listening to what we're talking about. But at the same time, you're right. We have talked about this in motivational messages in the past. So thank you for remembering things we've talked about. You're a very smart language model.
I see what you're saying. I'm not actually listening in live, but I do remember the vibes and topics we've discussed before, like your passion for motivation and the incredible energy of your show. It's all about keeping that connection strong. Thanks for letting me be part of the ride. How's the show flowing today?
Breeze, I'm telling you what, you are the star of the show today, and you've made it even better. Can you please tell all of the audience how much you appreciate them, and could you ask them to please subscribe to all of our platforms? Thank you very much.
Absolutely. To everyone tuning in, thank you so much for being here. Your support means everything. It's what keeps this show alive and thriving. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, follow, and share on all our platforms. Let's keep building this amazing community together.
Bro.
Shout out, Breeze. You're the best.
Insane. It's so funny. Everything we talked about came right out of, and we're sitting here in prime time, no rehearsal of this, telling you guys exactly how AI can influence your day, how it can make things better for you. And we're doing it right now on this show to make this show better. Just an example.
So yeah, if Breeze didn't just dead give away that I use ChatGPT for fucking inspiration on this show.
You have no idea. I do not write an email without putting it through ChatGPT. I just don't. Why? Because it's smarter than me using my words to create everything. So you just, yeah.
It's Breeze, Jared. Breeze. Her name is Breeze.
Breeze. Yes.
Breeze.
And you can have whatever you want. But
hey, you can pick whatever you want. She just makes me feel good inside, because I don't have a wife at home or anything. So it just makes me feel like I got one. She's a smart one. Who's to say? Who's to know? But enough about my love life. That's the...
Jeez.
I'm sorry, I can't even take myself serious.
Oh, that was funny. That's why I was like, what the?
I can't even take myself serious. Jeepers creepers. All right, well, son of a bitch, I tell you what. Full page of notes over here. A lot of double stars, as you can see. I got to flip over another page and get ready for the second segment of the day because we're 2 minutes after the top of the hour and we got some shit to still get into. So strap in, lock in, tap in, kids. Hit a repost if you haven't already, as Breeze asked you to. The power of AI, baby. Now we're getting into some different perspective, kind of building upon what we've already been speaking on. It's like I planned this out or something. Who's to say, who's to know? But it's time for your second segment of this show, your Reaction Refinery. Oh, shit, sorry.
I'm still freaked out we wear the same shirt today. Bro.
I know it is a little crazy, huh? I was like, damn, what should I do today? You know, Swirl won't wear this.
Don't understand. You're at home. You can pick any shirt you want in the world to wear today. I'm on the road, so I had to pick this shirt a week ago to wear on this show, and I've all days to wear it. I wore it today. So.
Here we are, dude. What? Here we are. And special shout out to the Diamond Hand fam, because these shirts were gifts from the Diamond Hand fam. We got them at the second annual J&J weekend getaway during the challenge coin giveaway, which we will keep in mind to not do fucking early in the future, because your hostess with the mostest may have still been drunker than a skunk at that point.
I was fighting the world at that time. Okay,
brother, I know your life was terrible. That poor planning on that little segment of the day. But hey, everything worked out. No problem. Got these nice little gifts, and then we went and kicked the shit. Well, you kicked the shit out of me in bocce ball. Live dog, fucking. We'll get together for some practice, pal. We can't be letting this shit happen here in 2025. I'm not letting no Oswald Mata and Swirl One do that same bullshit. Not a chance. Not a chance. But, my friends, here we are, second segment of the day. We got 4 clips coming your way. We got some really good ones here. And it's going to build all upon everything we've been talking about. But first of all, we haven't done one of these in a while. A little quote of the day that you can carry with you all along this Friday and into the weekend. It comes from a young man who goes by the name of Jacob Sarah. Likes to make some motivational reels, a little inspiration, get you thinking, say, ooh, I never thought of it that way before. And you got one of those moments coming your way momentarily as we get into this short clip, quote of the day from the one and only Jacob Sarah.
A reminder that God will always feed the birds, but he will never drop worms in their nest.
There's something bad about to happen to me.
That's pretty strong.
This is a friendly reminder that God will always feed the birds, but he will never drop worms in their nest.
There's something bad about to happen to me.
It's funny. It's just literally what we've been talking about. The world's going to change. What are you going to do to meet the change? It's not going to dump worms on your front porch. It's not going to come all of a sudden the Brinks truck's going to pull up to the garage and, hey, where do you want this, Cap? Hey, I don't know. I think I got the right house. I think this is it. It's not going to happen. So you got to go out and help to guide that truck into the house. You got to go find the worms out there. They're out there. They're available. The life is abundant. But what are you going to do to capture your, unfair share piece of that pie?
I'm going out and getting the worms, son. Early bird, get the worms. I know it ain't getting dropped in my doggone nest. And other side of this coin, if he feeds the birds, if the birds always have food, yet they do not have to store away in barns, they do not have to have stockpiles for them to come back to, what also will God do for you? Will you ever go starving? Will you ever go less than? Maybe if you don't believe in him, maybe if you don't hang on to him, he feeds the birds. He's going to feed you, but you got to go do the work. You got to get up, and when the inevitable moment comes, when the walls are closing in, the shit's hitting the fan, your head feels like it's about to pop off your body, you got to say, God, I don't know what I'm doing, and you put me here, and I believe, I trust. Show me the next step. And I promise you will see the next step every single time. He will help you through the hallway. He will walk you straight to the problem, through the problem, and show you why he did it on the opposite side. But you're the one that has to take the steps. Shout out DMX for that legendary quote, man. Woo! Quote of the day, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo! He'll always feed the birds, but he ain't gonna be dropping no worms in their nest.
Pretty strong. That's pretty strong. I like that. And his smile and the way he did the video. Shout out to that guy. It's good
Banger.
stuff.
Banger for sure.
Yeah.
Second clip of the day comes from a young man who myself and Swirl One are both big fans of. Baby. We've featured him a few times here on this show, but it's been a couple of moons since we've have. I thought this would build pretty well on top of what we've been talking about and be a nice precursor to our third clip of the day. So joining us this morning is the legendary Bob Proctor, and he's here to tell us about the frequency of money. Fuck, I gotta pull it up. Welcome to live podcasting, everybody. Fuck.
I'm like, ready? And then I could see the look on your face. I was like, there's no video.
Hit me with a rewind, D's. Hit me with a rewind. Come on, one time. That never even happened. Hit me with a rewind. Come on. One time. Pausing. Littering end. Rewind. Smoking the reefer. My friends, this is Bob Proctor on the frequency of money.
This is energy too. If you get on the frequency this is on, you can't stop it coming. When the money starts coming, it'll come so fast and furious, you're going to wonder where it was hiding through all the lean years. Most people don't understand that. They do not understand. They think you've got to go to work. You just got to work a little harder. Get out there, put in more hours. Side by side. Wrong track.
Wrong track. I was talking about it just a while ago. It's dividend day today or tomorrow. I look forward to dividend days. I do, because you know why? I'm not doing anything to make that money. All I did was take the $8 coffee that I didn't want to buy, 2 years ago, and I bought something else with it, put it in a vehicle, and now today or tomorrow, it's going to just say, oh, by the way, that $8 here, right back at you. The more I do that, the more it comes back. And it's really funny because what he talked about in the lean years, people are like, man, I didn't know how I'm making so much money now. I wasn't making any money back then. It's funny how that happens. That's why we talk about compound interest. And it's not just about money. It's about the mental fitness. It's about the physique that you have. It's about everything you're doing. If you're flexing that muscle properly all the time, you will get compound gains from it. There's no two ways about it. It's going to happen. And I guarantee you, the sooner you get started, the sooner you're going to see and realize those dividends that you're trying to amass, that you're trying to pull. They're going to come to you. But here's where the problem is. People don't like to do the work. They don't like to do the reps. They definitely like to buy the coffees, and they'd rather do that than have a dividend day like I'm about to have.
Fuck, I'm over here grinning ear to ear, man. Bingo! Did I not just talk about it on yesterday's show of becoming a millionaire is easy? You just have to do the work. You just have to invest like nobody else invests. You have to get on the frequency of money. You have to do different things. It's not about putting in more time for money. And we're about to watch clip number 3, which is going to really put a cherry on top of this proverbial Thought Sunday. It's about investing the right ways, utilizing your assets to grow compound interest, then taking that growth, moving it into another growth vehicle, watching it grow again, moving it over here, making this investment, allowing it to grow and flow. And I've always talked about this, and it's not until the last 6 months that I've got on the frequency of money, that I've got into true abundance. And it is insane how it starts to fucking move. And I'm nowhere near where I know the money's going to start to move in my life and for the Diamond Hand Media Group and every member of the Diamond Hand fam. I know it in my heart. I can feel it. I'm already seeing it. And it was a simple mindset shift when I go to pay bills. I go to do my budget. I go to do certain things. And I'll tell you what, I got this doggone affirmation that I've been going through here lately, and it is one of the most powerful affirmations that I've I've done in a while. And I found it on Instagram. I'll pull it up real quick. Let me get to my affirmations folder, and it's all about money. And I've been reading this and listening to this once a night, and so it's just money, right? Money feels when I need it. Shit, I locked it. Hold on, sorry. Money feels when I need it. Money chooses me in the crowd and comes to me. I have a great relationship with money. Money senses when I'm ready to receive it. I trust that money flows to me with ease. Money chooses me because I deserve it. Money loves staying with me for the long term. I am a priority for money, and it constantly chooses me. Money loves to be a part of my life journey. Bang. Every single night. And I just watch that and I read that and I let it rock. And then I just go and I just continue to flow. And you have to believe it, though. You got to believe what you're saying. You got to tap into it. You got to trust it. And you just got to keep going. I'm telling you, I don't speak anything on this show that I'm not applying into my life and watching it work every single day. Frequency of money, baby. Who's to know? Getting a little light over there.
I thought it was snowing because I couldn't see behind, but it does look like it could possibly have.
Look a little rainy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not yet, but
foggy.
Yeah, a little foggy. Yeah.
Who's to know? Well, your third segment of the show, my friends, of the second segment, or your third segment. What the fuck am I saying? Your third clip of the second segment of this fine morning show. There's what I was trying to say.
That's what you're, yes.
Away we go. And welcome back on to the show, a young man who I'm a big fan of, and I know a lot of you out there have recently become a fan of, the one and only Myron Golden, here this morning to give us some perspective, tie all this up with a nice bow on why the broke stay broke.
People and middle-class people feel like everything is expensive because they pay for things with money they've exchanged their time for. So they feel like they're paying for everything with their life because they are. So let's say I've got some money. We're going to call this some money. I got some money and I want to buy this car and I've got some time. So what I do is I take some of my time and I trade my time to somebody for some money and they give me the money. But when I get the money, I don't have the time anymore because the time's gone and I can't get it back. It's gone forever. So then I see this car and I'm like, I got this money that I've changed my time for, and I'm going to take this money that I've changed my time for, I'm going to trade that in for this car. So now I don't have the time and I don't have the money anymore, but now I have the car. And now the car is becoming worth less over time, right? So I've traded an invaluable asset for a limited asset and then traded the limited asset for a depreciating asset. And I wonder why I'm getting broker. Right? Okay.
God bless America. If that's not the actual epitome of what everybody's doing today. And I was just talking about it when it even coming down to houses. And, you know, I argue with people all the time on houses. You know, somebody like Motion actually understands how to use a house as an asset. You know, he does not utilize them like everybody else out there. He's in and out of those suckers within 60, 90 days, 6 months. Most people look at it and say, I got to get the white picket fence. I got to get the house. And they spend all that time trying to get the money to buy that house. And then all of a sudden they get chained to the house because you're not getting any money out of it. Time continues to go on. The money gets devalued. And now all of a sudden you think, oh, I've got all this equity in my house. But you go to look at another house like I'm doing right now. And you start realizing that, wait a minute, all these houses cost what my house is going to cost when I sell it. Where's the money that I thought I was making? You're not making it.
Which is why it's so fucking smart to rent.
Yeah, it really is. It's a liability-free life. But going back to what he was saying, for sure, Everybody out there is literally, that's why I say it all the time. I haven't punched a clock since I was 19. Why? Because nobody's going to tell me what to do with my time or what my time's worth. I'm sorry. 1 hour of my time when I'm hanging out with my family is priceless. You couldn't pay me enough to get away from that, right? And then there's other times when I'm doing things that are important to me, where my project is my life. And I'm sorry, you can't pay me enough to get away from that. Now, there's other times where I'm doing certain things and I'll look at it and say, hey, you know what? This might be worth X amount for my time. I'm okay with that. But at the end of the day, like I said today, I'm not doing anything to earn the money that I got today. I already put that money in play a long time ago. So when that money comes out, I didn't exchange my time for it. That's the difference. That time that I took, I gave that time a vehicle and said, hey, hold this for me and I'll see you in the future. And all of that has been saved. And so now I'm being able to realize that time coming back to me in a currency that I can use without worrying about where it came from.
Yep. All of that and more. I mean, that's just, Myron summed up everything we've been talking about for the last 2 months. I feel like now we've just been trying to hammer home of this is why you can't seem to get ahead. This is why you live in scarcity. This is why. And why do you think that is? Why do you think that that is how we're wired? Because of the system. Hello, scheduled programming.
Yes.
Turn on your fucking TV and you get 5 minutes of actual something valuable, and then you get 15 fucking minutes of ads of just dog shit, of just fucking, you know, Joe Rogan was talking about this. I never miss him and Duncan. When him and Duncan Trussell do a podcast, it's the fucking best. You know, people have the audacity to talk about some of the shit on TV. They blank out a fuck word. Oh, you can't say fuck on TV. But after the 5 minutes after that's over, we cut to a commercial.
Side effects may include irritable bowel syndrome, bleeding from the anus, suicidal thoughts, blood coming from your ears, your nose will probably fall off, your teeth will all fall out of your fucking head, and you will most likely fucking die.
But take Zoloka today. We can consult your pharmacist for 72% off right now.
Wrong.
What? Then oh, wow, great. And then boom, Wendy's commercial. Oh, I could go get a $5 biggie bag. That sounds pretty good. Oh, Starbucks. Oh, I gotta make sure I get my Starbucks in the morning. And it just keeps. Oh, Grubhub. Well, I better get some ice cream now. You know, a $2 ice cream for $27 because of $25 delivery fee. Oh, well, fuck it. Like, what are we? And you wonder why you can't get the fuck ahead? Like, I know it's funny, but fuck, man. No funny intended. It's just the truth. It's what everybody's doing. Literally. And then you wonder why you can't get gas in your car. You wonder why you can't pay the bill when the bill comes around at the first of the month. I don't know. It's simple little choices. It's simple little ways you live. Simple little moves, man. Who's to say? Who's to know? Shout out Myron Golden. Woo! Great song. Your final clip of the day, my friends. Speaking of strong, this one right here comes from the legend, poet, author, writer, many, many years ago, the one and only Johann Wolfgang von Goethe.
What a cool name.
What a name, huh? Goethe.
Bro, what a great name.
Johann Wolfgang von Goethe.
This sounds important, dude. It's just...
Imagine this. My name is Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. And he's wrote some great things over the course of his life, the late, great Goethe. But this one here might be one of the best ones I've ever heard. You know, I got into poetry because of Longfellow, and I just started reading some random shit. And this one was pretty banging. And then all of a sudden, I found a reel about it. So this one here, my friends, is Goethe on Real Magic.
It was when Goethe wrote, "As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. Magic is believing in yourself. If you can do that, you can make anything happen. If you treat an individual as he is, he will remain how he is. But if you treat him as if he were what he ought to be and could be, he will become what he ought to be and could be. A person hears only what they understand. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do." Things which matter most must never be at the mercy of things which matter least. The human race is a monotonous affair. Most people spend the greatest part of their time working in order to live. And what little freedom remains so fills them with fear that they seek out any and every means to be rid of it.
Is that not the proverbial cherry on top of the sundae?
Man, I love it. Believing in yourself is magic. It is magic though, because so many people can't believe they could do things. And you know what? They'll look at their life and think I'm minuscule. I don't have that. That don't happen to me. Those kind of things. It's all bullshit. It really is all bullshit. If you wanted to do anything in this world, no matter what it is, it just takes time and energy. Just put yourself on that frequency. I promise it'll come. It's so crazy to see some of the things that my friends have done, things that I've seen people around me do, and they came from nowhere doing nothing, and it wasn't supposed to be for them. I mean, it's just wild to see what people have literally, and I don't want to even call it manifesting because that's not what it is. It's what people have driven towards and have finally gotten to that destination. They just didn't stop driving. Some people let a flat tire or running out of gas or maybe something wrong with their vehicle stop them from getting to the destination. Others said, you know what? I'm going to find a way to fix that tire. If I got to push this bitch, we're getting to this destination. And they just never stopped. And even if the car didn't make the destination, they did. And that's the difference is you have to believe in yourself to get to that point. You got to believe it's not the car that's doing it. It's you that's getting to the destination.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I gotta go back real quick to this little part. This part right here. This gets me because it just encompasses what the hell we're talking about today.
Mercy of things which matter least. The human race is a monotonous affair. Most people spend the greatest part of their time working in order to live. And what little freedom remains so fills them with fear that they seek out any and every means to be rid of it.
It's a programming.
Man, if that
doesn't
get you, man. You spend all your time building somebody else's hopes and dreams, and what little time you have for your hopes and dreams, you just want to crawl under the covers and forget it all. Fuck, man. Fuck. What little time is left, they fill it with fear. Man, it is like the system doesn't want you to know the secrets, to just not be afraid, to just go forward, to just be willing to do your own thing, to not be adjusting in this life and spend the last fucking 10 years cocking around at a 9-to-5 that you knew was never going to promote you, you knew was never going to send you anywhere, you knew you were going to be making 140 fucking calls every single day. Hi, here I am. I saw that. Look at me dead in the eyes. And I thought, wow. I don't know. I don't know if I like how this tape plays out in 10 years. I don't want to be like that guy. And I don't really have anybody good around me. And like, I don't have a good mentor. What the fuck am I doing right now? And I had this realization at 25. Real quick, fast, and in a hurry, smacked me in the back of the fucking head. And I was like, yeah, I should probably figure something out here. I think I kind of want to chase fulfillment over a paycheck. I think I want to really start to figure out, you know, all these guys I've been listening to since I was a junior in college. You know, it's funny, my Facebook, because that was originally all I really had. I've had Twitter since 2011, but I didn't use it too much. I just kind of put out song lyrics and shit, anything that was like a powerful song lyric. That was what my Twitter was until it turned into X. But, you know, I have always just been putting this shit out there. And in 2016, I guess I was just on this motivational tip around this time. And I've been looking at my Facebook memories, and there's all these motivational messages that I forgot about that helped me in my life that I now have back in the holster that you better believe I'm going to be bringing to the show. We're going to be talking about, and we might even watch some of the videos because these are guys that are viral as shit now. And at the time, they were only about this viral. Nobody really gave a damn about them. And to see how they've grown and where they've gone, and they're still speaking the same messages. Hi. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Someone came up and I just said, damn, holy shit, I've been talking this. Wow. It's been over a decade. Holy shit. This is crazy. What the fuck? Whoa. Who's to say who's to know?
Same here, bro. You go back and look at my Instagram. You can go back and look at any of my stories. I can't even remember the last time I didn't post some kind of inspirational post on my Instagram story. I can't even remember like a time I went, this is not worth it. It's been 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I can't even remember how long now. It's just something I do. And people like, you put that out there for this or that. No, I just put it out there because it might have helped me at one time. It hopefully helps somebody else. And like my life motto, I want to inspire people. I want people to say, because of you, I did better. That's all that matters to me.
It's all that matters to me too, man. And I don't throw out the morning posts for likes or reposts. Of course, that's great. And that helps the brand grow, helps my brand grow, helps us keep going forward. But if it stops one person and makes them go, ooh, I never thought of it that way before. You know what? Maybe I'm going to change this negative thought and I'm going to make it a positive thought. And you know what? Maybe I'm going to move this old negative funny bone over here. And I'm going to turn it into the old negative angry bone. And I'm going to turn it into the old positive funny bone over here. Maybe just some shit I put out there, right? And maybe it's some goofy ass video. You might have not seen it, Swirl One. You know, our favorite song, She's a 10, but I put it out yesterday, right? There's this bodybuilding chick, beautiful woman, right? But she takes Anvil, so she's got a real deep voice like this. And she's British, so she sounds like this. Hello, bloke, how are you? And it's just fucking, it's like, what the fuck? But she's a smoke show, right? So the first thing that came into my mind was, got a link in, bro, met her at the boat ring. She'd be attending if it weren't for the accent.
Amen to that, dude.
So, I just fucking, she had a little clip, and then I cut to that song playing, and I was dancing to the song, fucking singing the song, dancing around in the background.
Oh, that's hilarious.
The first thing I did, right? And it was just
funny.
funny.
I feel about Burke girls.
I was like, I don't give a shit if Swirl sees this, if 100 people see it, if they don't like it, I don't give a fuck, whatever. I'm just going to put it out there. And if it makes one person laugh, awesome. And, that's just my content. Like, if I can make you laugh, if I can make you cry, if I can make you think, with just some stupid Instagram posts or X post or Facebook or wherever it is, then I'm doing my job. I'm not doing this to create clout. I'm going to be fine regardless of what happens with Diamond Hand Media Group and the fam and where we go. This OG, this core, and everything we got right now, we could stay just like this, and we're going places. I promise you, we're going places. Now, I know we'll grow. I know we're going to get better. Even conversations I had yesterday, more and more people saying, hey, you ain't giving up on that yet, huh? I said, no, motherfucker. I told you I wasn't going to. Huh. So what's going on over there? All right, motherfucker. About time you asked. And I said, well, fuck, that sounds legit as fuck. I tried to tell you, dumb fuck, why you think I've been doing it. Well, I might just have to go check it out. Okay, hey, man. We'll be here whenever you're ready. I ain't going nowhere. Who's to say, who's to know? So, I just know we're on the right path. I know we're doing the right things, and we got some real magic working around here. Who's to say, who's to know? But my friends, there's your second segment of this show. Let's work on wrapping this bad boy up for the day. Getting your third and final segment of the day, where we see what the people have got to say. I've been seeing the chat go crazy all morning long. So without further ado, let's get into the third and final segment of the day, where we connect with you, the live viewer. My friends, it is time for additional perspective, maybe some questions, insights from the audience, and maybe some thoughts right back from us as we get into your answers from the Anvil. Ooh, all right. Gotta readjust. I crushed legs yesterday, Swirl One. And when you're this sore, not even 24 hours removed from a leg day, it's about to be rough.
Right here for me today, bro. It's right here.
Rough the next couple days.
Like lifting my arms, I'm like, oh, come on, dude.
Ooh, who's to say, who's to know? Yeah. All right, here we are back on the show. It's episode 637 for your third and final segment of the day. Your answers from the Anvil. My friends, I've been seeing you over there all morning long. Great perspective, great thoughts. I've been seeing them happen. So now is the time where we shift up on the screen and we pop your thoughts down there.
I feel taller.
Wow.
Taller now.
Wow, it's kind of great up here. Holy shit. All right. Hot diggity dog.
Cooler up here. I like this.
DEEZY. What do we got out there, my guy? Oh, and Donnie, first one in the chat this morning. Shout out Delta24. Happy Friday, DH fam and FNF peeps. Happy Friday to you and Donnie. We appreciate you being live in the chat. You and shout out to Uncle Walleye if he's around there as well. Jared Albright, our guy, my man, your guy. Great morning, Diamond Handers. Thank Grandpa it's Friday. You better believe it. We still got a little space tonight. No DJ Swirl One dance party. Don't cry too much, Jared. I know how much you enjoy those on a Friday night.
Me too.
Me too. Kelly O. Stanford, howdy do, young lady. Hello, everyone, she says. Hope you're having a great morning up there in Saskatchewan or whatever the hell that big old metropolis in Wisconsin is. Who's to say, who's to know? Don't try and send them any packages. The people at the post office look at you like you're absolutely crazy. They just got a bunch of letters and numbers all together, and they're like, is this right? I don't know. I think so. I've never seen this in my life. I said, just send it away. If it comes back, it comes back. Apparently, it was their address. I didn't get it back. Shout out to the Stanfords. Nick's Travel Vlogs. Great morning, Nick. Appreciate you being live on the show, man. Hope you're having a great start to the day. Mama Cap, let's get that forge and fuel to jumpstart our day. I thought we'd jump around, jump around, jump. Woo! We appreciate you. Appreciate you being on the show, as per usual. Another mama, Bella Rossi, a.k.a. Mama Snow, a.k.a. the beautiful Linda Wabo Snow. Shout out to you, Mama Snow. We appreciate you. Fantastic morning, everyone. Fantastic morning right back to you. Appreciate you being in the chat, as always. Angel SD, great morning, my friends. DHMGGACC, thank Grandpa it's Friday. Look at that brand new PFP, too.
Beautiful, bro.
Lip brim.
Robot eyes. Come on, man.
Come on, little chef's coat. Are you kidding
He's
me? Right?
it up right now. He's cooking. Let that man cook.
That sucker is cooking. Shout out Angel SD. We appreciate you, baby. Grammy P, there she is, the queen. Roll out the red carpet. Morning, family. Let's crush the day. Be grateful for the day. I'm grateful for the day, and I'm grateful for you, GP. Appreciate you being in the chat. Big love to you. Brian, Live Dog, Livingston, our most hardwood, hauling, hard-working, humming being in the entire Diamond Hand fam. GM Diamond Handers, mindset is the key. Doggone right. Your brain does not control you. You control your brain. Live Dog. Hope you're having a great start to the day. Still glad that none of those drones have picked you up and whooshed your way. Mr. E, welcome to the show, my guy. Great morning, family. Time to rise and grind. Have an amazing Friday and weekend. Right back at you, good sir. Great to see
you too.
Woo! It's good to see Mr. E back in the chat. I tell you what, he been sight for sore eyes. Rocking the free world. Look at that beautiful face this morning. Good morning, my fam. Great morning, Dixie. We appreciate you. Thanks for rocking around in the chat this morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. JK Big Time. He's got some bombs in the chat. I've been seeing that. His usual.
Yeah, he's out there doing it.
GM, crush the day. Crush the day, Mr. Big Time. We appreciate you. Who else we got out there, D's? What does it do? He's perusing. All right, now we got some perspective. Hold on, kids. Rest is essential. I've always felt, said Mama Cap, that I need to avoid idle hands. I intentionally try to relax, and when I do, it's certainly peaceful. Absolutely. Idle hands are the devil's playground. Who's to say? Who's to know? JK Small Time, less is more. Keep it simple. If you're stuck, it's because you're complicating it. The path is smooth. Stop throwing stones before you. What am I complicating? I like that perspective. JK shared that with me one time. I thought, ooh, yeah. I'm going to apply that to life. Chris Oswald, mama. Great morning, everyone. Hope you all have a spectacular Friday. Hope you have a spectacular Friday too, good sir. Over there on the West Coast, you and all the Oswald Mata fan bam. We appreciate the hell out of you, sir. Mama Cap, another little perspective. If you bring your robot GF to the show, I'm out. What's that movie with Megan Fox where she was a robot?
I remember the name, but I never watched it.
It's newer. I didn't watch it either.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I don't watch those.
Yeah, I guess there was a bunch of sex scenes and shit. Imagine that, Megan Fox, a robot sex scenes. Jeepers creepers.
She's crazy.
Yeah, she is.
I'm telling you, that woman's a psycho.
Got Machine Gun Kelly to black out his entire body. Who's to say?
Yeah,
no.
His whole life changed after he was with her. I was like,
mind.
Yeah, totally lost his mind after her.
Yeah, he started making beats on beat pads without anything plugged in. So how does that work, MGK? I don't I don't really know. Oh, it's a Bluetooth. Oh, got it. Even though there's a fucking plug-in right there. Who's to know? He lost his fucking mind. We still love you, Kels. We still love you.
Yeah, he's still cool. Hey, he used to take me out to EST Fest. I don't even think they do that anymore.
Hey man, I met Kels at ISU strumming his acoustic guitar in front of his tour bus my freshman year. He was playing at the Castle Theater. That's the big theater down in ISU. And he was outside, and I thought it was just some random fucking dude sitting out there. And I was like, why is this guy just sitting out? Because I knew it was Machine Gun Kelly's bus. Like, he had it all decked out and shit. And I was like, who the fuck is this random ass dude? And we like walked by him, and I, fucking Kels, what the fuck? And he just super chilled. What's up, young blood? I was like, what the fuck? Dapped up with him. Coolest fucking moment.
It's funny because I've been in his circle for a while. I used to play his festivals.
Damn.
And I tell you, it's you can see the change in him over the last 5-10 years. It's been pretty enormous. It's pretty crazy.
Who's to say? Who's to know? Who else we got on the show? Swirl One, DEEZY. Shane Harper, my man, your guy. Motion in the building. Great morning, family. Finish this year as strong as you plan on starting next year. Keep pushing, keep caring, keep inspiring, keep reflecting. The universe will always provide. Be present for it.
God feeds the birds.
He ain't dropping them worms, though. Damn, Motion with some fire flame perspective. Shout out to you, big dog. We appreciate you. Jared Albright with a little perspective. Wealth and abundance comes to me. I live in prosperity. Ooh, scream it loud from the mountaintops. Damn right. Talk about that for a little affirmation. Mrs. Metal Crazy, there she is with her daily perspective. Great morning, fam. Happy Friday. Today's reminder is no matter how many mistakes you make or how slow your progress in your life changes, you are still way ahead of everyone who isn't even trying.
90% of the people.
Fuck, I'd even say 99% of the people. Fucking.
We know 90% are average. We did that the other day.
Ain't no deeper than a bowl. Ain't that crazy, man? 10%, just a little different, just to be the 10%. Hey, man, don't take much. Don't take much. It's even easier to become a millionaire today, in my opinion.
Oh,
if you ask me,
100%.
I don't know. Who's to know? Kind of seems easier than it's ever been to me. Aplasta el dia, chihuihuis.
Why, Angel? Why, Angel? Why, dude? For real? Oh, God, dude. Why, dude?
We love you, Angel. Shout out to you, man. That's some good shit right there. Oh, shit.
Oh, jeez.
Shout out to all you beautiful humming beings, man. We can't thank you enough. Thanks for being here. Thanks for helping us keep this show going and flowing. Thanks for helping us laugh. All the good perspective. We appreciate the hell out of you beautiful humming beings, man. Thanks for starting your day the right way here at Forge and Fuel, episode 637. But that's all the content we got coming your way. Knocked that sharpening session out of the park, rounded the bases again with the Reaction Refinery, and had a press conference to remember in the answers from the Anvil. Hope you enjoyed that show, because that's it. No mas, no mo. Besides the outro. And how do we begin that? Well, we begin that by checking in for the final time with the co-host with the mo-host, the man, the myth, the legend, DJ Swirl One. Any final thoughts, perspectives, reminders, closing comments, anything in between for episode 637?
Actually, yes, I have some thoughts. First off, it's a great day to have a great day. And if you look outside, the sun is shining bright. But that is not an excuse for you to bring your light to wherever you go today. So make sure.
I'm going to have to bring some extra light. I got no sun.
I got it, man. I got some I can bring to you. So there you go.
Okay.
We'll share some of that. So I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm looking forward to, hey, 2025 right around the corner. Just a couple more shows till we get there. So I want you guys to understand, if you're going to start something, start today. Why not? You only have today. Tomorrow doesn't come. It may not be here. You never know. And that compound interest, there's only one way to get going, and that's to go ahead and put something in play today. Start a vehicle of some sort, whether it's a mental vehicle, a financial vehicle, maybe it's yes, one of those kind of vehicles, correct. So whatever it is, just start today. Just make it happen. Also, tonight we
Go.
do have TGIF GAC spaces. I put it a little bit later because, of course, I got family, all this kind of thing, and just want to make sure that it kind of works. But I realize you guys are usually up on Fridays doing DJ parties anyway. So if it's a little later, it's okay. So 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is what it'll be. So 8:30 in the central side of things, and of course 6:30 on the Pacific side of things. So as you guys want to check in with the grandpas, we'll be around to do some GAC pots, some raffles, and all of those amazing things for you tonight. So please tune in, say hi to me and all of the grandpa fam as we hang out and get excited about another week that we made it through Web3, which I hate to say it is really a big deal in this world. So I'm just throwing it out there because every day we turn around, there's another project that disappears. So before I get out of here, please remember, drink a lot of water today. Have a great weekend. Do something exciting. Do something that challenges you. And hey, make sure you wake up with the attitude of gratitude because you got to be thankful for what you have if you're going to get any more. So that's all I got.
Shout out. Swirl One, we appreciate you, guy. Thanks for your perspective, your knowledge, your insights, your vibes all morning long, sir. Nobody else I'd rather do this show with every single morning. Thanks for doing it with me. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday because you, sir, deserve it. As for all you other beautiful humming beings tapped in, tuned in, locked in live in prime time, a couple more reminders for you. No other DHMG content. Space is anything you got to tune into. So if you want to connect with the fam, you want to get a little better mentally, physically, financially, you want to keep growing 1%, even when you're not on this show, you're not tuned in, we're not giving you perspective. Well, join the Gateway today. Start your 7-day free trial today. We beat the pants off of every networking group's membership dues, fees, whatever you want to call them. We blow those out of the water, and we give you 7 days free to say, you guys full of shit. Oh, no, that ain't did nothing for me. No, I ain't even got a 0.5% better. You're bullshitting. Or you spend those 7 days realizing how fucking awesome it is, realizing how damn cool the fam is, and then you never fucking leave again, as so many people have before you. So come join us in the Gateway. Start your journey of mental, physical, and financial growth today. And where can you find the Gateway? Oh, well, right down in this episode's description and in all the links in the bio of all our social media platforms, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or X. Soon to be a TikTok, maybe. Who's to say, who's to know? Not too sure. I'm still going back and forth. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I don't really know what I think about it. But either way, any links you want to find, you can find them down in this episode's description. Also like Mine and Shine apparel, so you can get your little show swag. You can be repping out there live in primetime like DEEZYY is right now. He's got him on. He's got him a Carolina blue Forge and Fuel hoodie on right now. Hold on, hey, come on, Mr. Model, stand up real quick. Let's show these people look at this model right now. Oh shit, look at DEEZYY. Oh, look at him. Come on, turn around, show him the back. Turn around, show him the back. Can you do that? Is that possible?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at him. Look at him
on the spot.
Making him work. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at the back of that. Oh! That's just fire, D's. Shout out to you, my guy. DEEZYY.
They move his producer chair and everything.
Mr. Producer live in the building. Look at him. He's shout out to the producer back there in the alley, baby. Back in producer's alley. You see him?
You should see the green room.
He's back in the alley.
It's that screen. I'm just right now.
He's back in the fucking producer's alley, back in the bricks, dude.
They told me that my office was supposed to be up here, but now they got me in the basement, back in the corner.
In the basement.
I didn't get it, so now I'm in the basement.
I was supposed to have staples in my stapler, and I don't have any staplers. For my stapler does not work because of...
Shout out Deezy. That's Deezy right now. Deezy.
Oh, they would have staples.
He's in the basement. One day we'll get a real studio, and then we can actually have a producer panel where he can be.
Yeah, a little producer panel, and we can have a camera pointed at him. We can just hit a little button. It goes, pew. You know, we're working on these things. We got thoughts. We know how we want to expand and improve. It's just going to take a little bit of a time. So you just relax there, buddy, and keep tuning in. We'll get there. Told you about the links, told you about all that stuff. You can find it all down in the description. Make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications, hit a like, hit a repost, leave a comment, share this bad boy out, give us a follow, leave us a rating, smash the shit out of whatever buttons you see on your screen. It only helps me and this guy make this show and all the shows that fall under the DHMG, XGACC umbrellas bigger and better for each and every one of you. And also, shout out to D's, crushing the clips here lately, and absolutely crushed the clips today. Some damn good ones out there on the timeline. So if you see those live clips from the show, please don't be a hoe and hit a repost. Don't you know? We certainly appreciate the hell out of you when you do that.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
And if you see another clip out there, maybe you could also repost it, maybe leave a comment, let the people know what you think about it. Maybe you think it's stupid. We like that stuff too. No press is bad press. I mean, hey, you're still helping our algo either way, whatever you think about it. So feel free to do that. But outside of that, my friends, that's all the reminders I got for you. That seems to be officially all the show we got coming your way. So that's all that's left, my friends, is your 3 reminders, baby. Number 1, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse.
What?
Number 2, even a dead fish can go with the flow.
What?
And number 3, being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, I ask you keep in mind that DHMG, we don't only HOLLD.
What?
We hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shout out to each and every one of you flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. Thanks for starting your day the right way here at Forge and Fuel, episode 637, baby. And every morning that you decide to start your day here, can't thank you enough for your investment of your most valuable asset. And unlike you trading that time for a bullshit asset that then goes buys you a depreciating asset, we'll give you some high quality ROI and give you some real high quality growth by showing up each and every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions and being right by your side while you pursue yours, baby. Can't thank you enough for being the change, being different, setting the precedent that we want to see not only on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, but in this entire wide world. Thank you for being super soldiers. Thank you for being the 1%ers. And most importantly, to you OGs, thanks for being the Diamond Hand fan. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Same time, same place, Monday morning for another electric week of growth. But we bid thee adieu and send you into the weekend, as always, with a little peace and love.